Hello my fellow gamers and welcome to the first semi-finals of the winter tournament. Now I'm going to put my hands up and say I am sorry for obviously the delay in this. It was meant to be out slightly earlier, one episode a day, but unfortunately due to, well, apparently something to do with Christmas and family and friends, and I'm not going to lie, I just didn't really prepare well enough for this. So hands up, my fault. So what we're going to do is during today, the next 24 hours of this video going up, this is going to be one set of semi-finals, then you're going to have the second set, and then you're going to have the finals, and it's all going to be building up to New Year, just whenever I can get them uploaded and online for you guys to view. So, hands up, my fault, do apologise, but we got it now, and it's going to be the build-up to the 24 hours before New Year. They're going to be coming up. Not on New Year though, because obviously you guys are going to be friends, family, all that. But yeah, during New Year's Eve and that, it's going to all come up and you guys can enjoy them. And if you're too busy, then it's something to look forward to for the new year. So, we're going to get started. This best out 3 is against Profpwn versus PharoahOWar. In their first match, we've got High Elves done by Profpwn, and we've got the Forces of Chaos under PharoahOWar, and they're playing on the map Castle Drakenhof. Let's move over to see what the High Elves have. So, here we are. We've got a front line of 2 Sword Masters of Hoeth. Back behind that, we have 3 units of the White Lions. Then we have the Ever Queen's Court Guards, so Sisters of Everlorn, Regiment of Renown with their glow stick bows. I assume that's what it is. It's just a wooden bow, but they put glow sticks to it. We also have some more white lines over here and some more white lines on the flank. Also in the woods, we have the Fireball and Dragon Princes, always a good pick there for the Regiment of Renown. And then we have Ariel, the Radiant, on her Eagle. Let's have a look what she's got. So she's got Star of Everlorn, Star and Staff of Everlorn there, that's not going to confuse me. Arcane Conduct, the Arcane Unfortune, Earthblood, Fire's Protection, Shieldstone of Isha, Boon of Isha, and the Shield of Sapphire, as well as Life Bloom. Now we'll go over to the Forces of Chaos, done by PharoahOWar. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of Chaos Marauders. Behind that we got a couple units of Chaos Warriors of Great Weapons, some Forsaken. On the flanks we've got Chaos Knights of Lancers, Chaos Warhounds of Poison, the same on this side. And at the back we got the Demon Spawn. Is that? Demon Spew? It's the Forsaken Regiment of Renown, which I don't think I've actually seen before. I do like the way it's like with Regiments of Renown, so we'll add green. That seems to be the fin of this battle. You got the archers of their glowing bows, and then we got these guys. And this army, as ever, is led by the Everwatcher, who has got Arcane Conduct, the Scroll of Legion, Final Transmutation, the Golden Hounds, Plague of Frost. Yeah, and that's it. So there we go. We'll get rid of that now. We can get, I just want to make sure that is definitely everything. I think it is. We're going to normal speed now. Very good map here. Bit of blockage here, so you could get some sneaky, or you can meet on the field here. Bit of raised ground over here, so whoever's on here has got the advantage. But we do have this patch of wood. Now, the High Elves are well, that was just rude. So Profpwn doing a bit of scouting because it's chaos. They don't really have range unless they've got cavalry, and so you'll be able to outrun them easily. So, and since PharoahOWar has not got one of those, he can have a good scout, see what's going on, see the forces. Those Warhounds have really kind of left the Chaos Knights behind. If they're meant to be together, that's not happening. I suspect it's all planned for, though. This will be really interesting. What's the numbers, by the way? It is 631 for the High Elves, 991 for Chaos. Oh, here we go. Arcane Unfortune been dropped on him. He is in the woods, though, which will give him cover. The Chaos Warhounds have moved forward just to get the Ever Queen Guards attention, and then they're running off. Barely any damage done to him, though. That's a shame. Chaos Knights doing a run as well. They're kind of like fun of the dogs. But on here, we do have what looks like a flank charge. Will it be spotted in time? Yes, it will, but that's a lot of and immediately getting out of there. the Ever Queen getting in there. The Ever Radiant, sorry. And we have, fast protection dropped on them. Keep them going. Front line's now moving forward, but the Chaos Warhounds and the Chaos Knights are coming. And oh, look at this guy, straight in. They're there to try and get Ariel. If they can take her out, she's got the Plague of Frost on her. Minus 60 armor. Now the main force of the Chaos coming in. It's all going to be down to what's going on here. She's not taking that much damage though. Warders coming in against the Swordmasters. Oh, look at this. Oh, they've been taken out. They go through. That's not good. I say that, they seem to be winning. Warders slowly getting chopped down by the Swordmasters, which is expected. Here comes the Fireborn though, coming through. Right into the back of the Chaos Knights and Lancers. We'll go over here now. C got out with very little damage, but I don't think these white lines are going to go far. But they have got another heal drop them. Chaos Warhounds making a break for it. The Overwatch are coming in now, getting into the back of these Swordmasters. Big group over here. Chaos Marauders and Forsaken coming in to get around the white lines here. We do have, oh, the Hounds. And look, they're chasing them as they run. They actually follow them. Oh, that's brilliant. It looks like the main front line has been shattered though. White line's now come through, and I think that's partly thanks to the Fireball. There comes the Overwatcher, and we do have the Forsaken Regiment now coming in as well. That is Plague of Frost. Dropped on them. But this flank attack, it's stalling a bit, isn't it? Oh dear. We do have Chaos Warriors starting to waver. Chaos Warhounds coming in, the Chaos Knights coming back to then charge in. But just the better infantry, yeah, they've broken as well, and now the white lines are chopping through the Chaos Marauders. Oh, we've had the Healing dropped on here. That's really not good, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. This seems to be where the Chaos main push is, if they ever watch out and the Chaos Knights coming in. Oh, and we got some more guys coming in, reinforcements. But look, this has all been broken off, so now you've got all these Swordmasters coming in. Yeah, this is not looking good. This whole flank attack's been pushed back. The attack has been pushed back. This is the only place where Forces of Chaos are making a breakthrough. I say that. Where the greatest numbers are gathered doesn't mean they're actually getting through. These High Elves are doing a fantastic job holding the ground. I mean, you can almost mistake them for Chaos because of how much blood is covered on them from a distance. It's White Lions coming in to deal with the Forsaken. Those archers are being a real pain now. Sisters of Everlorn. Oh, Mordor's trying to get involved, but she's not allowing that. And in fact, as we've seen, these guys can handle themselves in close combat if it's absolutely required. Got the White Lions now coming in. Yep, the White Lions over there are dealing with the Mordors. Main fight, we got more guys shattered. Yep, the Chaos with great weapons. Got the Regiment of Renown Forsaken making a run for it. Yeah, everything is going badly for Chaos at this point now. High Elf starting to get the upper hand. Knights trying to do some fancy manoeuvres and charges to port the Everwatcher. But there is a lot of great swords here. 26 there, 61 there. And some White Lines just to, you know, help out a bit. How much have Chaos got going for them? Not much. A lot of it's either broken, shattered, or badly hurt. In comes the Chaos Knights, determined to get these days down. And that's a good rear charge, but I just feel like that at this point, this is more of a glory hunt. I could be mistaken. If all these forces of Chaos come back, they might be able to overrun them, but it looks like a lot of them are just breaking straight away at this point, just because of sheer losses. Plague of Frost been dropped on him. Arcane Conduct. Yeah, it's a lot going on. But look, archers are now taking on the Forsaken. Throwing them, taking the ones out in the distance with the ones close combat. Look, all these Swordmasters coming in. Oh, no, that is not good. The Overwatchers not in a good place. The Chaos Knights have finally had enough. The Chaos Mordors have quickly followed. And we've even got the Fireborn coming, making a mighty return here. They're going to chase off the Chaos Knights. Chaos Mordors are now breaking, so the Fireborn have changed and boom, broken. Where's the Everwatcher going? I think he's done a runner. Remember, he is unbreakable. But that is all that's left. He is all that's left of the Forces of Chaos. The High Elves have 405 men, including Elite Fireborn, Swordmasters, Ariel the Radiant, who can just heal things, Archers. This is not looking good, unfortunately. And there is a heal as well, dropped on top. This is not looking good. Gonna fast forward it. I think it's safe to say what's going to happen. I could be mistaken. There's a lot going down. But there he goes. Oh, that was well done. And that is the end of that battle. Well played to both players. I definitely love what these both are doing. But unfortunately, just the more elite, smaller army was able to outdo. I mean, there's a lot of Mordors who barely did anything. The Forsaken got picked out. The flanking force. I think what happened really was PharoahOWar, rightfully so, tried to use numbers to get around and things like that, but unfortunately the High Elves were just on top of their game. They only sent like one unit to deal with 2 or 3 at the front, so as soon as they pinned the front in, the rest, the reserves, could deal with the flanking forces and just chop them down to bits. As you can see, that 113, 87, 149, 130, it's insane. So well played by both, but it was just a matter of the more mobile elite army took on the Masters of Chaos and won. So if we go to look at the next round, remember this is a best out of 3. So we have PharoahOWar, who is playing as the Orcs, and Profpwn, who will be playing as the Vampire Counts, and they are playing on Doom Reach. We shall start with the Orcs. We have 2 units of Night Goblins with Fanatics. We then have the 8-Peak Loonies, which is the Regiment of Renowned Night Goblins with Fanatics. And Unbreakable as well, let's not forget that. For Greenskin Army, that's a big deal. We also have a solid line of 1, 2, 3, 4 units of Black Orcs. That's painful. We have some nasty Skokers at the back. And behind them, the Rusty Arrows, Night Goblins, Regiment of Renown, always a solid pick. And behind that, we've got Savage Orc Arrow Boys. 1, 2, it's hard to tell what's where in these words. 1, 2, 3, 4 units of Savage Orc Arrow Boys. And remember, these are Savage Orcs. Yeah, they're archers, but they can fight as well, and they are dangerous. So that's, and they've got frenzy, so that's something to be aware of. On the flanks of the cavalry, we've got Forest Goblin Spider Riders. I believe there's 2 units of them. Where's the other one? I know you're there. There you are. There's the second one there. And this army is led by the good old classic Wazark, who's actually on foot. And he's got Egavy of the Git, Warg, Get Back Here, Foot of Gork, Fist of Gork, Gaze of Mork, Bonewood Staff, and Squigif Beast. The Wazark's Revenge, Warpaint of Wazark, and Power of the Warg. Fantastic. I believe that is all the Orcs. Let's just check. You got the Black Orcs, Archers. Yeah, I believe that's all of them. They're kind of scattered all over the place. And up against this, we have the Undead. So, Vampire Counts, 2 units of Foul Batch, immediately moving in there to do a bit of scouting. Front line, 1, 2, 3 units of Skeleton Warriors. Then we got what looks like 3 units of Grave Guard, all with great weapons. This force is led by Blood Dragon of the Vampire Lord on his mighty dragon, Undead Dragon. What's he got? Oh, he's got loads. Heart Piercing, Helm of Discord. Come on. Undeath Resurgent, Curse of Years, Raised Dead, Incarnation. Oh, heck. There's so many here. One more. Pestilent Breath, which is from the Dragon, Honor or Death, The Hunger, and Curse of the Undeath, and Frenzy. Dim as they came in Frenzy, that's always nice to know. Over here, we do have some Blood Knights, and I believe there's probably some more over here. No? Oh, it's just the 1 unit then. So we've got a unit of Cavalry. Over here, we do have a Necromancer. Now, the Necromancer has got the Forbidden Rod and the Master of the Dead. Now, what I've been told, guys, because in a previous video, yeah, a couple of them where the Necromancer just hid in the woods and didn't do anything. What people do now is they get one, really cheap, give them the Forbidden Rod, which causes damage, but really increases your power reserves and power recharge, as you can see. So what they do is they have him sit in the woods, and he just constantly does that. So the actual Vampire Lord constantly has power to work with. Something I didn't realise. We have the Mortis engine. And at the back here, we do have the Stonesmen, which is the Graveguard Regiment renowned, who have just trampled over in this tent. And seems really like they just don't care. That seems really mean. So, yeah, that is the vampire counts. We have numbers. Ooh. Once again, we've got the Orcs, 1,173 against 858. So once again, PharoahOWar definitely going with the Swarm Army. First opponent, the Small Elite Army, though he's definitely got more stuff this time. We'll get rid of that now. Here comes the engagement. So we've got the Felbats. They are going to be doing some scouting, but there's a lot of archers here, so they could just do a lot of damage. And I fear about these Black Orcs, but we do have the Graveguard, the great weapon, so that will help. Oh, Ed Banger, nice hit on there. Do a nice little bit of damage, you know, just to let him know Wazark is here. Curse of Years has been dropped on this whole area, which does speed, melee attack, and ability recharge. So that's a bother. I'm surprised, here we go, I'm surprised the archers haven't turned around already and just shot these out the sky. Maybe he just wants to conserve the ammunition. It's like, you've seen my army, I'm not bothered by it, I'm going to wipe you out. That's definitely PharoahOWar's thinking. The Vampire Count's getting lined up into the woods here, probably to give him a little bit of cover against all in this range. There is 5 units of range here, 4 Savage Orc Arrow Boys, and of course the Rusty Arrows. These aren't the range though, are they? No, they're not. Another Ed Banger going in there, and he misses! Oh, that was a lot of power done for nothing there, really. Winter Magic, that's the word I'm thinking of. But he's alright, he's alright. Sure, it's just the Gate of Gork, isn't it, that does that. So there you go, PharoahOWar kind of set himself up and just come at me, bro. And of course he can do that because he's got archers. Neither of artillery, so it comes down to who has archers. And, well, apparently zombies and skeletons don't know how to use them, so we're going to have to go with the greenskins to have more. And there is a lot of them, and the Black Orcs getting all into position. Look at it. You're going to stab him, are you? Yeah. For the Gobbo King. Oh, now I'm sad. So the Goblins are making a run for it. I suspect there's going to be some Fanatics thrown out, though. Oh, here comes the Blood Knight straight down the middle. That's brave. That's definitely brave, because their charges have been used up to Goblins are unbreakable. Is this going to be a Foot of Gore coming down? Oh, it is. Ooh, that would have hurt a lot. And all these Fanatics as well. Look, they've pretty much destroyed the Blood Knights, and the front waves of Skeleton Warriors are being destroyed. And this is just up against Goblins, so let's not forget that. Oh, the Mortis engine has just had the effort of the Git dropped on it. So, yeah, he's stuck. And the front wave's pretty much been being. Now the Black Orcs come in. You've got Felbats trying to deal with the archers, but the Savage Orcs. So they're just smashing them. I'm not entirely sure who would win between Black Orcs and Graveguard, but the Mortis engine is being shut down so quick. Look at this. Just destroying it. Boom, gone. In comes the Vampire Lord, but this has gone terrible for the Vampire Count. Cavalry are moving in to get into a flank position, but they're not really bothered. Graveguard now marching to deal with that. Oh, and definitely surgeon being dropped in that. Oh, but we do have the Forest Goblin Spider Riders. So of course, guys, poison attacks will slow him down. He will get poisoned. And we've got the Rusty Arrows just sat here, shooting at a point blank range. Let's have a look at the front line. It looks like the Orcs are holding it. Of course, if they've got a warg, if they haven't used it yet, now would be a good time to use it. Give them that edge. There is a lot of white flags suddenly appearing, though. Wazark's done fall them back, but look! Oh, easily gone as well. Only 1,500 health left. Got some Night Goblins getting in there. Some Vampires have just appeared, but I don't think it matters. There is so many archers shooting in there. Got some more Spider Riders coming in. Boom, and he's gone! And with him, surely the rest of the army's just, well, we do have a Necromancer. He's had to move forward to try and deal with all this. But the Orcs can just hold the line now. That's what they've got the numbers as well to hold quite comfortably. Do have some zombies trying to deal with the Savage Orc Arrow Boys, but I think the fact that you've got Savage Orcs as archers is just nuts. Goblin Fanatics, deal with them. And now all of the archers are focused on the Necromancer. And of course, even if they miss the Necromancer, they're hitting Graveguard. It's got to be worth it. But all of the vampire counts, look, bounce about hugely in the Greenskin's favour now. The Blood Knights trying to make it count. Taking on the Forest Goblin Spider Riders, but Gorg kills most of the goblins, which is fine. This is fine. But yeah, look, they're all just crumbling now. And with them crumble, these Black Orcs are now free to do what they want. Ooh! Oh dear. Oh dear, they appear to be pinned. And I think the archers are turning. It looks like they're charging up, and oh, the archers are shooting these guys to bits. Look at this. Painful, doesn't quite cut. Boom, they're gone. And as you can see, yeah, everything's just falling apart now. Looks like the Orcs have forgot it. PharoahOWar has balanced it out. There we go. Got flipping heck. That was some pro plays right there. So having a look, it was just a matter of PharoahOWar. What you just witnessed, guys, was PharoahOWar showing you the importance of prioritising your target. He prioritised, because overall, as you saw, the Graveguard and Scared Swords were slowly being the Black Orcs. They smashed through the Goblins, but they prioritised exactly what you needed to do and where to do it. So, as orders came stumbling in, they dealt with the Knights first. The Knights, I was quite surprised. They charged straight in to attack a unit of Goblins with Fanatics, which are unbreakable. Well, they're not going to go anywhere, are they? Even if the charge was perfect, they're not going to go anywhere. And these 3 units of Goblins did an amazing job holding the line. As soon as Pharaoh saw that Profpwn committed his heavier Graveguard and his Blood Knights, that's when the Black Orcs came in. That's when the Arrow Boys started supporting. And the Goblins actually fell back to support the backline and act as reserves when needed. Wazak, 93 kills, fantastic job. And as you saw, when it came to it, they just shot the cavalry, then they pinned the Mortis engine, destroyed that. They completely ignored the failbats and that, trying to harass them. Just focused on that, destroyed it. The dragon came down, boom, pinned it down, destroyed it. And then they did the same with the Necromancer, then the cavalry. So there was very little Profpwn could do there. They were slowly, bit by bit, taken out by PharoahOWar. So looking at the final game then, best out of 3, it's all going to come down to this. Who goes through to the finals? We have Profpwn, who will be using the Dark Elves, always a good solid choice. And we have PharoahOWar playing as the High Elves. So this is a proper themed grudge match going on, guys. They'll be playing on Excavation side. Right, let's get on to the map then. Starting as the Dark Elves for Profpwn, we have on the flank here the Celestis Harvester, the Doomfire Warlocks Regiment of Renown. A front line of 3 units of Black Ark Hussars, and also just a random unit of Blades, the Blood Queen, so Executioner's Regiment Renown. We also have some Harpies, some Witch Elves over here, and then some Blackguard of Nagaron, and Dark Shards with Shields. This is an interesting kind of mix-up. Also, leading this army is Malekith himself on his dragon, who has got Gaze of Malice, Stand Your Ground, Soul Stealer, Word of Pain, Chill Wind, Power of Darkness, Noxious Breath from the Dragon, the Destroyer, and Spiteful Conjuration. Also, I see something over there that doesn't look... Illyrian Reavers from the High Elves in the corner over here, being all sneaky. But we do have some Dark Elf sneakiness. The Dark Riders are pretty much the same thing. Both in their opposite corners there. We'll look over the High Elves now. With 4 units of White Lions on the flanks. We have Dragon Princes. Not much of a renown, the Farborn. Just the 2 standard on the flanks. We then have a reserve of 2 units of Spearmen. 3 units of Archers. A Mage of Hythor. Oh, too far. Focus. There we go. So it's got the Starwood Staff. The Book of Horif. Arcane Unfortune. Apotheosis, which is the Heathen. And the Shield of Saphir. That is literally all she's got, is the Heathen, which is fair enough to spend all your points in there. We have then Tyrion on horseback, and he has got Sunfan, the Stand Your Ground, Foe Seeker, and Heart of Everlon. Yes, a lot of good stuff here. Let's get this grudge game going. Remember, guys, this is to decide who goes in the final. Profpwn relying on the Dark Elves, while PharoahOWar will be relying on his High Elves. Both players have shown you they are top tier players. Tyrion getting into the front there. Malekith moving more to the front side there. Oh, Dragon Princess making their move, but the Witch Elves are backing away. And Tyrion's charged straight into the Blackheart Crusaders. In comes Malekith. Oh, Dragon Princess and White Lines charged straight into Blackheart Crusaders. Tyrion's pulling back. Corsairs getting charged apart the White Lines. Malekith has an Arcane Unfortunate Pit on him. Oh no, they're going to get a rear flank charge in. Oh, that was a lot of damage on those Blackheart Crusaders. Dark Riders have barely moved. Luring Reavers coming in. In comes Malekith. He's taken quite a bit of damage already. Charging in to scare off the Dragon Princes. Got some healing going on them, so they'll be fine. Front line of the White... Oh dear, these guys are not doing good. But then that's because they're going to the Executioner's rushing down. But the actual normal Blackheart Crusaders are taking a lot of damage. These Dragon Princes have taken the word of pain, and we do have some Nessus Harvesters coming in, doing a nice bit of damage on the White Lines. Chaos, absolutely. Oh, beautiful breath attack by Malekith on the archers. They pretty much took him out in one hit. The Harpies chasing down all his range support, shutting it down as quick as possible. Malekith taking down the Mage of Hythor, which is really good because that's his only magic. Soul Stealer being dropped on them as well, and of course the Murderous Prowess has activated. These Dragon Princes need to do something. Dark Riders charging to the Spinners probably isn't the best, and then they're going to get attacked and probably wiped out. I think the Mage just died. Yeah, I'd say the Mage has died. Yeah, definite. In comes Dragon Princess, though, still Malekith. Straight in there, led by Tyrion himself. The Dark Riders are kind of hiding out over there. But the main line, look at this, guys. The main line's pretty much won for the Dark Elves with Murderous Proud Gun. In comes the Harpies to get that rear charge. We do have the flaming attack from Tyrion. Straight into the back of those Executioners. Over here, the Black Crusaders going in. Oh, and now the Harvesters, Nessus Harvesters have charged in. But Malekith is wavering, and the White Lines charge. Yes, the Dark Elves had this bit, but they've not made the most out of it, and now Malekith's broken. How much health has he got there? Only 1,000 health. In come the Blades of the Blood Queen and the Helmets, like throwing everything in. Professor Poe's got to get everything he can in there before Malekith goes down, but 600 health. That's all he's got, and there's Dragon Princes all over the place. Got Spearman coming in, the Executioner, but is he going to get away? He's got 489 health. Here comes the Dark Riders to get in the way, and I think he is going to get away. But is he going to rally again? 489 health. Where is Tyrion in all this? Tyrion over 3,000 health, looking quite comfortable. We have had the White Lines have rampage. Oh, Malekith has rallied. Well, a lot of the High Elves are shattered. Balance power is in the High Elves' favour. Dark Elves have more numbers, though. And now, because Malekith's left, look at all this Dark Elves that are left. They're just slaughtering everyone. Harpies dealing with them, the White Lines. Really, Malekith has to be taken out for this to go down well. And I don't think that's going to happen. He's already at 1,000 health. Look at this blob low. Against all these High Elves, the Dark Elves have the high ground. Don't do it. It's not worth it. White Lines trying to make a valiant charge here. Tyrion is desperately trying to rally what forces he can. But if the Malekith's still alive on his dragon, remember that dragon's going to be causing terror as well. The Dark Elves are now just marching after him with their elite Blackguard and the Executioners. And they've shattered over here, so now the Witch Elves and the Blackguard Crusaders are moving up. Yeah, all the sides been... How has this turned around? Malekith was nearly a death door. Oh, the High Elves have turned around. The Blood Dragons have charged in, and with Tyrion, immediately Word of Pain dropped on them. So they're having to try and fall back. Got some archers rallying, but we do have these Nessus Harvesters are coming in as well from the flank. But look, these guys aren't going to break. They're not bothered. And there's a blob over here. All the back end's been tidied up now by the Harpies. Malekith, who's at 1,000 health, is just slowly making his way there. Tyrion is the only thing that's holding this together at this point. The Dark Elves outnumber them about 100 guys more. But those 100 guys are Executioners, Blackguard, and a Dragon. Malekith just literally has to fly over them, and you'll see, oh, that's going to be a get. There's a Madness going down. Made them go flying. Here comes the Blood Dragon, Dragon Princess. I don't know why I keep calling them Blood Dragon. Oh god, they've all valet paged. They've just immediately gone out of control. Damn those Witch Elves, all 27 of them. And as you can see, they're all just being slaughtered now as they get caught. And Tyrion's got to be really careful. High Elves doing a last desperate stance to hold this. Knocks his breath on top of Tyrion. That probably kills more Dark Elves than damage to him. But you know what? They can afford to. Bounce power is slightly in the Dark Elves' favour. Now the Dark Shards coming in. Doing support and boom. Everything's... Yeah, all hope is lost. Everything's breaking. All that's left is Tyrion. Malekith just making sure they do break. It's like these spearmen aren't going. It's alright, we'll make them go. There we go. Witch Elves are starting to break, but now the Dark Shards are focusing on him. And look, a lot of these have shattered, which means they're not coming back. Tyrion is now rampaged. That's it. There can't be anything now for PharoahOWar to do. It looks like Professor Pwn and his Dark Elves have done it. But he's going back to normal now. He's got 2,000 health left. Technically, Tyrion could win this. If he makes all these guys break somehow, it is possible with Tyrion. He is a tank. But over there, we do have the Dark Riders doing what they're meant to do. Chase down the guys that might rally. Make sure they're not there. Do have Power of Darkness being dropped on the Executioners, is that? No, the Blackguard. But they have got loads of health, so they can manage it. The Harpies have been broken out. Dark Exorcist and the Dark Shards are going to have a problem. But with them, oh, knocks his breath. But again, look how much damage that does on the Dark Elves. But remember, the Blackguard will rip this guy apart. Tyrion, obviously a large target on his horse. What's going on down here? Some steed has been dropped on him. Not sure what's going on here. But look! All that's left is the Blackguard and the Executioners. And in comes Malekith. But how much health has Malekith got? 16. Oh! But that was too much. And Tyrion has fallen. So guys, there we go. Professor Pwn has taken the win and will be going on to the finals. Unfortunately, PharoahOWar, after 3 amazing games, will be now leaving us. But great guy. Check out his channel. He's starting to make a comeback. He had a bit of a break from YouTube, and now he's making a comeback, and this was one of the events he was in, so definitely check him out. He should have the replays on his channel, but well played by Professor Pwn. I thought midway through the High Elves had that. If Malekith fell, the High Elves would have had it. But the Dark Elves just kept coming back, and I mean, look how battered they are, apart from the Blackguard. Yeah, I mean, the Harpies, 73 kills, did a great job. But unfortunately, it was just their elite guys, like the Blades of the Blood Queen and that, just cut through the front line, and then it all just fell apart. Great use of Dragon Princes, though. They were all over the place, shutting down a lot of these units before they could do much. But yeah, after all is said and done, that is Professor Pwn through to the finals. PharoahOWar is unfortunately out. And later on, as I said, just as soon as I can, we're going to have the second semi-finals, where we've got a Loremaster of Sotek versus Setland Apache. I'm actually impressed I remember that. And they'll be better than that out in a best out of 3. And then after that, guys, it's a best out of 5 between whoever wins in the next one and Professor Pwn. So do hit that like button, comment below, subscribe, etc, etc. And I hope to see you guys for the next one, which will be shortly. Well, yeah, soon. In the next 24 hours, we're going to have both semi-finals and the finals. And again, apologies for the delay. So, thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you next time for the next semi-finals. Till then, guys, take care.